Hi, welcome. Today we'd like to read The Moon is Always Round, written by Jonathan Gibson and illustrated by Joe Hox. Susanna has been really loving this book, and it's a great book that addresses the big questions about God and suffering. So let's go ahead and start reading. The Moon is Always Round by Jonathan Gibson, illustrated by Joe Hox.
Ben, whatever happens in life, remember, the moon is round. The moon is always round. I love you, Dad.
When I look up on a sunny day, the sky is blue and bright. The jet planes paint white lines on its canvas. When I look up on a stormy day, the sky is gray and dull. The clouds pour rain and flash and boom with lightning and thunder. When I look up on a summer's evening, the sky is red and orange and purpley pink, and the sun looks like it's falling from the sky on fire. When I look up on a clear night, the sky is dark, and the stars twinkle and sparkle like diamonds. But the moon isn't always round, Dad said.
The moon is always round, even when you can't see all of it.
When Dad told me I was getting a little sister, the moon looked like a banana. But Dad said,
The moon is always round.
Why he
hmm?
your mom has a baby inside?
No, God gave her a baby inside her butt tummy. When the crib was put together, the moon looked like a slice of apple. But Dad said,
The moon is always round.
when Mummy's tummy began to look like a watermelon, the moon looked like a shriveled orange. But Dad said,
The moon is always round.
even when I was told that my little sister wasn't coming to live with us after all the waiting, Dad said,
Why?
because they might not be bringing the baby home from the hospital. Dad said,
The moon is always round.
when my parents left in the middle of the night for the hospital and the next morning I went off to preschool, I thought, will the moon be round tonight? Dad said,
The moon is always round.
when I waited at the hospital to meet my little sister and we left without her, I asked, why, Daddy? And he replied,
I don't know why, but the moon is always round.
when we got home from the hospital, I looked for the moon before bed. It was a half moon. But Dad said,
The moon is always round.
and when it was still just the three of us, and we went to the church to say goodbye, my dad asked me,
What shape is the moon?
I said, the moon is always round. And Dad said,
What does that mean?
I said, God is always good. For the Lord is good. His steadfast love endures forever, and his faithfulness to all generations. Psalm 100, verse 5. We hope you enjoyed this book as much as we did. This book was gifted to us by some good friends after we went through a miscarriage. It's a great book of a reminder and encouragement of God's great big love and that He is ever present even in the hard times. Please subscribe and share this video, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Gibson. Susanna. Oops.